Hey, this is Jerry Taylor from the You Name It podcast, and I'm here to tell you that you would be a jackass to turn off the What Up Doe Show.
Give me a sip of water. It's the What Up Doe, the What Up Doe, the What Up Doe Show. It's time to recognize if you don't know. It's the What Up Doe, the What Up Doe, the What Up Doe Show. It's time to recognize if you don't know.
The What Up Doe Show. Your commentary on sports, entertainment, and alternative news.
Hey, Shimon, 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 Shimon. With it, yeah. Hey, it's the What Up Doe, the What Up Doe, the What Up Doe Show. Yo, what up, Doe? It's your boy T. Wilson. I am live on a Tuesday afternoon. I got a late start today, so it is the late afternoon edition of the What Up Doe Show. And I got a late start because I had a lot to do this morning. I actually got a lot to do this afternoon. I just thought I'd squeeze it in because I felt like if I kept on pushing it back, it was going to keep on pushing itself back even further and further and further away from actuality. So just to make sure that something happened today, I went on and did it. So let's get down to some birthdays, man. Let's not waste no time. Let's get down to the birthdays. Today I got the beautiful D. Kennedy. What's up, D? I got my boy Richard Willis Jr. What up, Doe? I got the beautiful Selena Ray, and last but not least, the beautiful Shan Hall. Happy birthday to all of y'all. And on that note, with no further ado, let's get this party started.
What Up Doe Sports.
The Florida Seminoles dismissed freshman quarterback DeAndre Johnson on Monday following a charge of misdemeanor battery stemming from a June 24th incident in which he struck a woman in a bar. The true freshman enrolled early in January to get a jump on Florida State's complex pro-style offense. Johnson could have been the face of the Seminoles program in a couple of years, but that potentially bright future in Tallahassee has been wiped away in a flash. Johnson was bound to be dismissed once the disturbing video of his confrontation surfaced, especially with the off-field issues that plagued former FSU star quarterback Jameis Winston. Johnson is enrolled in educational programs on domestic violence and has been apologetic about the incident. It still may not be feasible, though, for the former three-star recruit to expect a second chance to play NCAA football at the highest level. And you know what? I can't lie. It's a shame, man, because that chick started it. She kind of initiated. You know, so I have mixed feelings about it. Of course, you don't want to condone violence against women, but I don't want to condone violence against men by women. I don't want women to feel like because it's wrong to hit them back that it's okay for them to hit a man. Don't poke the bear. I guess that's my point. Don't poke the bear. Yes, if you go to a zoo, you poke the bear, he might attack. And if he attacks you, they might put him down because the bear was wrong, the bear hurt a human. Yes, but the lesson in the end is don't poke the bear. So she started it, she poked the bear, she threw a punch, and he said, "Break yourself, fool!" and knocked her the hell out. On to some hoop talk. Veteran forward David West reached an agreement with the San Antonio Spurs on Monday, further bolstering the team's status as a legitimate title contender. Make that legitimate title favorite. The one-year deal was for the veteran's minimum worth $1.4 million. I guess everybody's going to hate on him like they did LeBron, right? Because he's just jumping on the bandwagon. He's just teaming up with a lot of another group of good players and taking less money to do it just to win a championship. Everybody should be hating him too, right? No, because he's no damn LeBron. How about that? He's no LeBron, and because he's not as good, he won't take half the criticism. Anyway, back to the story. West watched his role in Indiana decline over the past few years, having averaged just 12 points last season after checking in at 17 points per game during the 2012-13 campaign. The power forward also saw his minutes and usage on the offensive end drop during that time frame, so he jumped ship, leaving about $10 to $11 million on the table to play for a potential champion. Updated NBA Power Rankings, the top 5. Let's hit the top 5 of the updated NBA Power Rankings. You got Houston Rockets at number 5. Number 4, you got Memphis. Number 3 is Cleveland. Number 2 is San Antonio. And number 1 is still the current champion, Golden State Warriors. For those that's concerned, Detroit is pops in at number 21, which is a 5-spot improvement over where they finished a year ago. So big ups to Detroit. Hate them or love them, the underdogs don't stop. They gonna keep on coming until they reach the damn top. Better recognize.
What Up Doe Entertainment.
Now it's time for a What Up Doe Entertainment Report with your boy, Buck to the Nutty. What up, Doe, Buck Nutty?
What up, Doe? This your boy, Buck Nutty, coming to you live with an entertainment report. Subway spokesperson Jared Fogel's home was raided Tuesday morning by FBI agents conducting a child pornography investigation. Jared was seen walking into his home outside Indianapolis with one of the agents, and investigators have a truck parked in his driveway. Russell Taylor, the former director of Fogel's Charity Foundation, was arrested in April for possessing and producing child pornography. Investigators reportedly found more than 500 videos in his house. Fogel said his foundation was severing ties with Taylor immediately after his arrest. Justin Bieber pulled his own version of Break the Internet by posting nude pictures of himself standing on the deck of a boat in the world-famous Blue Lagoon in Bora Bora. Latone Heart took the pictures. Chris Tucker's Netflix stand-up comedy special comes out Friday, which would be awesome, except for the fact he's getting sued for it. Comedian Terry Hodges is suing Netflix and Tucker, claiming he's done a ton of work for Tucker on his special, like editing, writing, acting, producing, all kinds of shit, running to get his coffee, but hasn't been paid in years. Hodges says he and Chris started working on the material in 2008, and he's racked up $66,000 in fees and hasn't been regularly paid since 2011. On top of all that, he says Tucker promised to make him a co-producer, which would entitle him to a little bit of back end, but that also fell through. Tucker's attorney, Martin Singer, says this lawsuit is absurd and completely without merit. We fully expect this case to be thrown out of court. This your boy Buck Nutty reporting to you live with the What Up Doe Show.
Yo, thanks for that report, Buck Nutty. Also in the entertainment news today, Bill Cosby bought Quaaludes and used Benadryl to knock out at least one woman, something he admitted during a deposition for the sexual assault lawsuit a Temple University employee filed against him a while back. Cosby gave the shocking testimony back in 2005. So my question is, with all of this being in the news, and all the news has been covered on this over the past several months, why are we just hearing about this? Why didn't this come out sooner? Something ain't right. Anyway, he eventually settled the case with Andrea Constance for an undisclosed amount of money, but documents connected to the case were just released today. Why today? The story was dead, and while it was the biggest story in the country, we heard nothing about this. What the hell is up with that? What the Farmamaja is going on? Anyway, during the depot, Cosby said he had purchased the lewds with the intent to give them to women he wanted to have sex with. That to me sounds like the nail in the coffin.
What up? It's your boy Dino Red of the Red Rock Podcast Network, and you listen to my boy T. Wilson of the What Up Doe Show. You better tell somebody, baby.
What Up Doe News.
In Calgary, Alberta, the Canada, as my boy Catfish would say, police in Canada arrested a man who went for a flight Sunday after attaching 150 helium balloons to a lawn chair. Daniel Berea was charged with 1 count of mischief causing danger to life and 1 count of mischief to property for his stunt, which was meant to promote a cleaning company. His flight didn't go as planned, though. The lawn chair quickly took to the air after his team released it, but he was unable to properly maneuver the apparatus. As he approached downtown Calgary, Berea jumped from his chair and opened the parachute he was wearing. He had a bit of a rough landing in a green space, slightly injuring both of his ankles. And here's a story that has What Up Doe Show written all over it. In Charlottesville, Virginia, a giant sculpture of a human rear end spotted is on a cross-country tour to bring randomness to this tough world.
I like big butts.
The sculpture, which depicts a cartoonish human booty with a heart tattoo reading butt, was spotted during the weekend and was identified as the work of comedian Kurt Braunohler.
I like big butts.
The world is a pretty tough place to live in, Braunohler told the What Up Doe Show, so we thought we could brighten couples' days with a bit of randomness, and that is why I am driving a giant butt around the town.
I like big butts.
The Love Butt is part of his planned Comedy Central pilot, Better, Dumber, Faster, with Kurt Braunohler.
I like big butts.
In Phoenix, Arizona, firefighters used drills and a sledgehammer to punch a hole in a house and rescue a man who had become stuck in a chimney as part of a practical joke gone wrong. Firefighters responded to a confined space rescue call, and they arrived to find a 23-year-old man was trapped inside the house's chimney. Captain Aaron Ernsberger said friends of the man told firefighters they locked him outside the house as a practical joke, and he attempted to get back in by shimmying down the chimney, and he got stuck. The man was rescued within 30 minutes of firefighters arriving. Good job, guys.
What's up, everyone? This is Lavinia at Shiznit Show on Twitter and host of the Just Thinking Out Loud podcast. And you are listening to the What Up Doe Show with my friend Tim Wilson. Keep it locked.
In Kunming, China, a man turned his pets over to an animal rescue group after the 2 puppies he adopted 2 years ago grew up to be Asian black bears.
What?
Asian black bears.
What?
Asian black bears.
Okay.
Wang Kui of Yunnan province said he adopted the 2 puppies, quote unquote, from Vietnam about 2 years ago, and when the animals began to grow, they were actually bears.
You blind, baby.
Wang said the animals were very well behaved, and he kept them at his home until he recently saw a leaflet about endangered animals from the local Public Security Bureau and discovered his pets were Asian black bears.
You blind, baby.
A Category 2 protected species. The bears were taken to the Yunnan Wild Animal Rescue Center, where officials confirmed they were male and female Asian black bears.
You blind, baby.
Also known as moon bears. A spokesman for the center said both animals were in good health. Oreo is launching a brand new cookie.
Turn up for what?
Oreo Thins is a crisp, thinner, and more delicate version of the original cookie sandwich treat. On Monday, the company issued a press release with the news and revealed that the newest creation will be a permanent addition on the Oreo line.
Turn up for what?
Oreo Thins offer a delicious new snacking experience for anyone looking for a more grown-up option to satisfy that need something sweet now moment we all have now and then, while still delivering the delicious flavor of a classic Oreo cookie.
Turn up for what?
The cookie brand has recently flooded the shelves with varying flavors like watermelon, s'mores, and red velvet.
Okay!
But this is the first time it has altered the size of the cookie since the double stuff option was introduced. 2015 snacks with the glitter. It is on, folks. Japan. News out of Tokyo, Japan. Japanese firm Subashi Heavy Industry has accepted a challenge from Boston's Megabots for a giant armored mecha robot duel.
Turn up for what?
Megabots issued the challenge via a YouTube video that called on Subashi Heavy Industry to pit its pilot-operated Karatas robot against the Megabots Mark II robot. We can't let another country win this, Karata said in a YouTube response to Megabots challenge. Giant robot, a Japanese culture.
Turn up for what?
Karata said he was not overly impressed with the Megabots Mark II design. Come on, guys. Make it cooler, he said in the video. Just building something huge and sticking guns on it, it's so super American.
Turn up for what?
Karatas, which houses a single pilot in its cockpit, features 3 wheels and 2 arms. The Mark II has room for 2 pilots and moves on tank-like tracks. Both robots feature numerous guns and cannons that shoot BB pellets and paintballs.
We interrupt this podcast to tell you about Latone Heart and the 730 Show.
Pop culture from the dark side.
He's a jackass.
730. Resisting arrest, eating dry ramen noodles, stalking my ex on Facebook. Yeah, I may need medicine. Blacker than chewed up tobacco. The 730 Show. Available on iTunes, Stitcher Radio, and Spreaker.
It is now time for your What Up Doe closing commentary. Ladies and gentlemen, some might say that I'm a little late in saying what I'm about to say. I say I'm being excessively early in saying what I'm about to say. Be careful when blowing up fireworks on the 4th of July. Devin Staples was killed instantly in Maine, blowing a firework mortar off of his head. Dead, killed instantly. That's not fun. Jason Pierre-Paul, player for the New York Giants in the contract year, has lost a lot of money because he has severely injured his hand and had a huge portion of his contract come under question. Yes, he'll get his money. Yes, he'll recover. That's not the point. Why risk it? That's the point. James Drake of Marion, Indiana, was killed when he went to check on an unexploded shell. Hey, what's going on here? It didn't blow up. Let's see what's wrong with it. In his face. They go boom for a reason, ladies and gentlemen. They go boom for a reason. 2 children, ages 5 and 9, were seriously injured in Dorchester, Massachusetts, playing with fireworks that were left behind. The 9-year-old lost his hand. I'm not being funny when I say this. Be careful. I'm sure there's fireworks left behind. I was a kid once. It's a summer thing. 4th of July, you hear more of them all at once, but throughout the summer, Fireworks are not hard to get your hands on, and they are regularly played with toys, so to speak. All those firework places overstocked up for 4th of July, and they have leftovers, and trust me, people are buying them. A public display in Colorado went awry when shells went into the crowd. Now 9 people were treated for quote-unquote minor abrasion burns. I'm thankful nobody was seriously injured. But the fact that no one was seriously injured does not make it less serious. Please be careful. Pay attention to your children and know if they have fireworks, know if they're playing with them, and don't let them do so without adult supervision, and make sure that those adults are responsible adults and not knuckleheads that might try to pop a firecracker off of their genitals for a YouTube video joke, or off of their head for a YouTube video joke, or some other parts of their bodies where they can get seriously injured or worse, deceased. Rest in peace to those that were killed over the holiday weekend in firework accidents. Prayers go up for your families, and prayers go up also for the families of those that were seriously injured over the holiday weekend due to firework incidents. I care about you guys. You're my audience, you're my resources, you're my fam. And that's all I got, man. I want to thank you guys for listening to the What Up Doe Show today. A big up to my man, Latone Heart. He hosts the show called 730 Show. You can catch it on Spreaker.com, Stitcher.com, and iTunes. Also, I want to say big up to Dino Red of the Red Rock Podcast Network. You can catch his show. It's called The Shiznit Show on Stitcher.com. Also, you can visit theshiznitshow.com. Also, big up to my man, Spirit G of the G-Spot Network, Podcast Network. You can catch him on Hoopla with his sister Storm on the GSPN.com or Stitcher.com as well. Big up to my girls, She Be Show Enough and Bajetto Rising. They do a show called Just Thinking Out Loud. You can catch them on Stitcher.com. Big up to Enrique Black of the 5 Minutes Away podcast, Jerry Taylor of the You Name It podcast, and Gil Laurie of the Onyx Truth. Last but not least, my man Murray Riley Jr. of the Stump and Shout Radio podcast. You can catch them all on Stitcher.com. And on that note, I got to get out of here. So peace out, press your crease out, keep the police out while I bust his niece out, and I'm out of here like last year.
Oh, and in case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
What up, though?